Welcome to another episode of Coloring with Lisa. Right now here, if you followed all the tutorials, this is about right here where we're at on this beautiful picture over here. We've done all of these beautiful flowers and it's looking so awesome, right? I can't wait till you get yours done and you can put it on your wall too. So what I want to work on now is we're going to be working on this flower over here, this little guy. And what we're going to be using are these combinations. So it'll be processed red and then crimson lake. So get out your colors so that they're already ready and you don't have to like worry about getting them because that's such a hassle. So just get them all out early, and we'll have processed red, crimson lake, your deco pink, and your black raspberry. So let's begin. So the first thing we're going to do is let's take out our handy dandy processed red. And the number, as you saw before, which was 994. And the first thing we're going to do is let's go and do the inside here. And just on this first level, just put the color in all the way around the little outline of this beautiful little flower. And we'll just put it around like that. And go all the way, just go all the way around, okay? Now what I want to do is I want to take the same processed red and go up here, up on every one of these little petals, except for leave that little bit of white. Because see, that white will make like a little glow when the other colors are colored in. So you want to, if you cover the whole thing, it'll kind of get buried in there. You can always outline it, if you want to make it stand out, but then their lines get thick. So this is the best way. Just only do it like that and do that all the way around. Okay, now let's take out the Crimson Lake. This is such a pretty color. Well, you know what? I love all the colors. All of them are awesome. All right, so let's take this Crimson Lake and then, sorry, I have to move my chair. You know what? Videos live like this, it is what it is. You got to adjust. Life is life. I'm not a professional video person, but I love to draw and I love to teach you how. So let's follow along. So let's take this and let's go right around the edge here. And put that right in there like so. Okay, and that looks pretty good right like that. Okay, and then let's put it also around the edge, right, just the edges, right along the outsides of the edges, like right here, and just go around like that. All right. Then that just defines it. You see how it kind of brings it out a little bit? And don't make it too big. You just want to, just a little bit, just so that it, and then also I need to brush off the dust. So I use my little beautiful makeup brush like this and just brush off the dust because I don't want to use my fingers because you can smear it and the dust will get on and make a streak. So we don't want that on this beautiful picture. All right, so now what I want to do is let's take some of the that light deco pink color, this beautiful deco pink, and let's just kind of use that as a blending tool instead of using white, because white will make it look a little bit lighter and a little bit more waxier, and we don't want that. So we're just gonna keep the look of that and just go over this whole thing with the deco pink. And I'll be back when I do all that. Now for the fun part of this flower. I think this part is the best fun, and we're gonna take this PC 994, just relax and have a good time, and you got to be really, really light and gentle on this part. Okay, so just take the fine point. I should make sure mine's nice and sharp, and I use my flicking effect. you know, if you follow me enough, you know I use that little flicking effect, right? Just to get the lines so that they look like real flower tips. And just put them in like so. And just go on the edges, just like so. And then make it a little smaller as you move down. Then you can blend in a little bit, you know, to make it a little bit more smooth. And then just lightly, lightly, lightly. And just feel the tip of the flower. See, it's coming together. Because you want that to be a kind of a focal point of the petal, right? So we're going to do that like so. Then let's go around. Now, what I like to do is we're going to make a little, like a little bit of a line there to make it look like it's a real petal. I actually made kind of, if you make a mistake, I use these little teeny erasers, kind of lighten it right at the tip. I know I'm a kind of a perfectionist, which is kind of weird. I mean, kind of annoying probably for you, because if you're not, but I kind of am. So I just kind of come up here and I like it a little darker down there, a little light up there. But that's how you get more of a professional look. I mean, if you just, anybody could just color it, but the way I do it, I believe, is by taking my time and really putting effort into it, to really, really take the time. I mean, there's no fire, so there's no hurry in getting it done, right? The whole point is to have fun and relax and just be one with the universe in your picture, I guess, right? So that's what I try to do. I try not to think about my kids and their homework when they come home and dinner I'm going to cook. And I mean, I do think of those things while I'm drawing, but it just doesn't seem to overwhelm me as much. Doing this just sort of, it's so much fun. It just sort of, I don't know, makes your life worth living. Is that too much? Can you tell I really love coloring and drawing? I make lots of stuff. I'm actually trying to make a book right now that's going to show you how to color each one of these individual flowers and just color ideas. Like you could do this color right here, maybe 15 different ways, 20 different ways, maybe even more with different colors. So I'm going to use all the different colors that I could think of that I could try, and I'll make one flower and just say, okay, this color does this look, this color does this look. And then, you know, so like when you're coloring your book and you can't decide what color scheme you want to use, you could just flip open my reference guide and you could say, oh, I like the colors of that. Your flower might be different, like you might be doing a flower like this one or whatever, but the colors will still be the same. All right, so anyway, so now I'm just going to go through and to finish this one up. Now what we got to do here is a little bit more detail, which is what gives you that look. So you flick up just like this with a little flicking effect, and just flick it up like that. And to give the look of little veins, just like little gems have cracks and things like that, and just kind of go up and then make a, just so it's just a really smooth base that you have, and lighten this up a little bit here, just a little bit, blend it into the white. Yeah, it does take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. A lot of these speed drawings that you see, you know, it looks like they do it in like just seconds, but in reality it isn't, because they speed it up like 16 or 20 times or more, 32 times even, and so it looks like it's so fast, and you think, oh, well, how come I can't do that fast? Well, that's because it's all sped up. Okay, so it's all illusions, just like magic. Okay, so now I'm going to do this all the way around on all the petals, and then when I think it's perfect, I will come back and then I'll show you the next step. And I hope that you follow along and do the same thing. So pause the video when you need to, do your flower, and then come back. Now I also want to take this the Crimson Lake now, and we're gonna put this is the PC 925, and oh man, look at how many glasses I have. Like seriously, I have like 18 million pairs of glasses. All right, my eyes seem like to change all the time, so I gotta get a little closer up. So let's take this the Crimson Lake and just put it in to start really nicely defining the flower. but only down low. Like just go down low like this, come around, and then up. Maybe come up on that. Okay, come up on this one here, and just start working with it to get that. Remember, we like depth, because the depth makes the flower looks so cool. Because see, it just brings it out a little bit, but you don't need too much. You just need, see, just a little bit, just to bring it out. And just, you can bring out a little couple pieces here, bring out pieces here if you want. Just, you know, you want to create that interest, and you don't want any lines of definition. Like, you don't want it to, you just want it to be really pretty here. I don't know if you can see that. Let's go in. See? You just want it to be really just nice right in here like this. Just go right in there. And just work with it nicely and just have fun. Feel the paper. Feel the paper, man. Okay, and just work it until you love it. There you go. And it looks great. And then if you want a little bit more shadow up this side, you can say, all right, well, maybe this side, like you got to think, okay, well, where's my shadow coming from? I'm thinking, well, if there's a leaf here, over, you know, over here, I'm thinking, well, maybe you need a little bit more underneath there to create a little bit of a shadow, you know, so it's going underneath that little leafy or a little petal. Okay, so now remember, I'm going to blend this all in after, so if it looks a little, it's going to look a little streaky like this at first, but when you blend it in with the white, which we are going to be doing, then it will all come together. But we got a couple steps first, so I'm just going to go around here, and I'll come back when it's done so you can see how I did it, and then you are going to be doing it too, I hope. So pause the video, and I will be back. Okay, flower's looking pretty good here. Let's just, so you can get the idea of how it looks in the overflow of everything. See, it just fits in so nice. Alright, so now I'm going to come up here a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Now let's take just a white. I didn't put on the list because white's white, right? So let's just, you already know what the number is. It's 938, but it's white. So what we're going to do is I want to blend all this area here in, and just take your white and make a nice, like a blending tool. Just blend it in so that all of the, and pull it in so that it's coming up, you know, kind of the same flickering technique, because, you know, if you go this way or, you know, across, it's going to ruin the look of the flow of the petal. So you want to come, you know, follow the shape of the petal that you want it to be, so that that flow will shape nicely. You know what I'm saying? So just go through and do that all the way around until you have a nice little effect, and we'll go this and we'll do this all the way around. Alright, went all the way around the flower. Now let's take the black raspberry, which is the darker color, and then what we want to do here is just go around these areas here, like right around the little beads of little flower beads. I don't know, are they flower beads? Is that what they are? Flower beads? I don't know. But just these pretty little round little beads that Johanna drew. And I'm so thankful for her, aren't you? Like that we can just do this, and because of what she did, we get to have all this fun. I think about things like that. Does that make me weird? We already all know I'm weird, but you know. So I'm just, you know, putting these in here, and just maybe go up that side a little bit to accentuate, to make it look like it's really bending. Just add a little bit of shadow in there, and then just come up right in this area here, maybe post a little darker. Okay, and do this all around the flower, and that will really accentuate it a little bit. So let me just do another one. I'll speed it up for you, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it. I'll turn it off here in a minute. I just don't want the videos to get too long. I don't know, you tell me what you think. And please subscribe to me because I need a lot of subscribers. For me to continue doing this, I need subscribers because those little ads pay money, and you need like 1,000,000 subscribers or something before it's even worth it, you know. I don't do it for the money, I do it for fun, but I mean, the lights I have to buy, the cameras, oh my gosh, not to mention all the time and everything. So yeah, I mean, that's why people want subscribers, you know. And not only that though, it's not just because of the money, but I feel good because I know I'm teaching something that is of value. I know that you're going to put this up on the wall and you're going to say, Lisa Brando taught me to do this. And you know who Lisa Brando is? So in case you don't know, Marlon Brando is a famous actor, and he is my father. And my mother played Helga on the show Hogan's Heroes with Bob Crane. And so I have had quite a life. I lived next door to, well, my dad did, to Jack Nicholson, and my mom dated, so many people, like, so many people came in. I mean, celebrities, and James Stacy and James Dean, I think. Yeah, James Dean was his name, yeah. And she dated him for a while, and up in Hollywood Hills, and, you know, there's a lot of stories about my mom. Good ones. I mean, I'm just saying. Just my mom, she was Miss World, Miss Universe, I think, or something. I don't know. But yeah, everyone knows my dad, it seems. My mom has fans too, but my dad especially. So I'm just going to go through here, and hopefully you saw that part. I'll do another one in case I have to cut this, so I don't know what was filmed because I was busy yapping. So when I get to yapping, it becomes a problem. I'm a big talker, so that happens. Well, I'm Italian, so that explains it. Alright, so I'm going to just outline that flower here. Just get that nice area going right here. My flicking motion that I use. I don't know how I figured that out. I just knew I wanted little lines to come in here. So that's how I came up with that. Right, and just do this all the way around. That flower really is popping out, isn't it? Oh, it looks so good. Okay, be right back. I'm going to finish all the flowers. Now that this beautiful, I just love the way this flower came out, don't you? It's so pretty. Alright, so now I think what we need to do here is I gotta brush this off with my handy dandy little makeup brush just to get the dust off. Let's work on now this flower here. Now what's great about this is once you know the colors that I'm using in all these, you should have like a little notebook or something where you write down the colors, like, you know, like make a little, like a notebook where you could say, okay, light yellow flowers, this would be a good combination to use, or orange flowers, or the purple flowers, or whatever. That way, when you have your book, in my book that I'm making right now, I'm going to actually have a whole reference book that you can buy. So keep following me because I'm going to have all different kinds of combinations that you can use, and you can just open up the book and say, oh, okay, I like the way this flower looks, and it'll show all the different colors. Oh shit, my battery died. Alright, we're back now. I would like to say, by the way, how awesome this flower looks. So another thing I wanted to tell you is that what you could do is make a little notebook for yourself. Like this is what I'm going to use for the next flower, which we're going to be doing, which is this one here. So if you have a little notepad, you can write down and say, okay, for light yellow flowers, use these combinations. And that way when you have your book out and I'm not here, or you're doing a different page than what I'm doing, and you just have some flowers and don't know what color to pick, you can have like a color combination little notebook. So the book I'm making right now is going to have all of these like I'll have different flowers and all different kinds of color combinations that will work. So you can just open the book and it'll be full of pages and pages of different variations and colors. I'm not done with it yet, so just keep following me and please like and subscribe so that I continue to get encouraged. Now, so let's take the colors that we're going to use for this one are going to be the light peach, the deco yellow, and Prussian green. So if you want to get those colors out, so let's start with the yellow. And what I want to do here is let's just bring out a little circle in the middle. These ones are really easy because there's so much detail on all the other pictures, all the other flowers, that you don't. I wanted just a nice little light yellow flower here, just to, I'm just making a little ring here with the yellow. Alright, so there's a little ring here with the yellow. Okay, so that's it with that. See, wasn't that easy? People think they can't color. It's easy. You just have to learn how to have a little bit of patience and some fun with working in the pigments. Now let's take some of this, the peach color, which is the light peach, PC 927, the light peach, and just lightly put it in here, just really lightly. Okay, nice and light, see? Just to see the effect of the color, just so it's not so white, And then I'm going to do that all the way around, and then let me get that done first, and then I'll show you here. All I'm going to do is put the green just right around the edge here, and then this one will be done. This is a pretty quick flower, so let me just get those edges done, and I'll be right back. Now I just put that in there just so it's light. I don't really want it stark white because I'm also going to be doing a really pretty background, and I don't want it just to be white. It would be too stark. So then just take the Prussian green and lightly do the little halo effect that if you follow me, that I like so much, and just so it's darker in the middle, and then just start lightening it up with your, just lift your finger up and make a, just to make your touch a little bit lighter, so it's darker in the middle and then lighter as it comes around, just to make a nice little halo. And then if you want, you can even add another color on the outside, like a lime peel. I think I will. Let's go right around like that. Make a nice base. I'm going to take a lime peel, which is the PC 1005, and I'm going to put a little lime peel along the outside because it's kind of a nice, pretty, kind of like a yellowish green. And just kind of bring that on the outside like that, so it has a little bit of a halo, which is nice. Maybe bring it out a little bit further. Okay, and just kind of play with it a little bit. And I think that looks pretty good. You just play around, if you think you want a little bit more yellow, put some more yellow in there. Okay, and when you're doing the flower, I'm going to do this one here the same way. So that way it'll look kind of nice and breezy. See, let's pull it out so you can kind of see. See how light and breezy and springy? These are really springy, and we want, there's going to be a background back here too, so that's why if I would have left those white, it would just kind of fade in, and I didn't really want that. I'm actually probably going to put, when I do the background, a little darker in here, so these actually will pop out because they're nice and light. Alright, so let's proceed on, and we will do another flower. This is so fun, isn't it? I wish you were actually here coloring with me. Okay, so let's get going on the next flower. We are back, and we are going to do this flower right here, this one with this little starburst in here. So let's move this over, and let's do these colors. So let's pull this out. This will help you. Help me too here, because I figured out the colors. And we're going to do salmon pink, deco yellow, cat orange, processed red, and Tuscan red. So let's go a little bit closer, I think, huh? Okay, so we can see that a little bit better. So let's take the salmon pink is the very first one, and I'm going to just lightly put it right in here in these petals like this, and just go all the way around. And then after I do that, I'm going to go over it with some Deco yellow, like so. I'm just going to go over it like this with the Deco yellow. And what that does is, as you can see how it brings it out a little bit, brings out that salmon pink. So I'm just going to do that process all the way around. Now take the cat orange, PC118, and put in the little starburst area here. So just going to go around the starburst in, go around, and then let's do the middle. Just leave that there like that. And then I think let's just go across, make a little lines for these leaves in here, like that. She didn't put any lines in there because she wanted us to have all the fun, right? So maybe I'll go around the edge here just a little bit, and just go around the edge lightly with the orange, like so. Go around. Just go all the way to get this little effect here to start this flower. Now that's with the process red that I used, and using my ever so famous flicking technique, I just put the color in like so, and then leave the tips a little lighter for the highlight, and just bring it around here and add the red. I think it's more of a purple, but they call it a red. I don't know. Purplish red, I guess, huh? Alright, so there we go. And now let's do a little bit of blending. So let's take, let's see, how about this Deco Pink. I didn't put it on here, which I should, huh? I'll put it on the little card here. So put some Deco Pink on here. Okay, I'll write it on here for you. So what is that number? In case you're keeping this, PC1014, 1014, which is Deco Pink. Okay, so now I keep these little cards handy, and then like I say, I'm going to be making a book with all of this in it, so that'll be good. It'll have a whole bunch of them. I'm just having so much fun putting all the colors together. Okay, so now just go over this with a little bit of the Deco Pink to blend it all in. And I'm kind of using a hard pressure because I want to make sure that I get a nice even blend. So just fill that all in. And I wonder, here, let me grab a white. I'm going to put a white on the tips, see if that'll show up. Yeah, it does. So put a little white on the tip just to really soften that tip up. And I'm doing a kind of a hard pressure and just getting that tip nice and light, like so. And I'm going to do that all the way around, and we'll go on to the next flower. Alright, let's take the Tuscan red now, and with that Tuscan red, I'm just going to fill in this whole area. I'm not going to leave any of the white. I'm just going to make it solid dark, just to really make a nice drastic change here. And just go in here, come around this edge here, like so, and then just do the same thing in here. Yeah. There we go. Just do this all the way around, and then after that just go ahead and outline this a little bit with the red, like so. And I'm going to go around and do this whole area, and we'll be ready to do another little beauty. Be back.